I want to be very mindful and very intentional about how I answered that question. Why should people be willing to take the vaccine? We had doctors who were Black doctors in this region. We had folks who were community members. We had healthcare workers, everybody sort of on the call to address from a family perspective what this will mean to our family of individuals if we do not get vaccinated. One of the individuals was a woman who was actually pregnant when she was going to consider getting her vaccination. And she had been nervous about it, wasn't really sure. There wasn't a ton of data out at that time about how the vaccination would impact babies in utero and all of this stuff. And so she ultimately made the decision to come to the vaccination clinic that we had. She said it was all that she saw happening from our organizations. So from the NAACP, from the Karl Maxey Center, she was able to hear and read and research obviously on her own and kind of get information and talk to her doctors. And we had doctors there on staff. So the doctors who run the Native Project were there to talk to individuals. And she was able to speak to the doctor that day too, to just again, learn like, okay, is there anything else that I don't know? Is there anything I should be considering? Is this okay for me and my baby? And, and have that conversation to be kind of put at ease. For her to be able to say, you know what? I'm nervous. I don't know that I know all of the answers, but what I know is that if there is anything that I can do to keep this baby safe, I'm going to do that. Well, she got the vaccination, and then we ended up seeing her at the second clinic. She had the baby. And so she brought the baby to the clinic for us to meet, and we were like, that's the baby. That was the baby. And just knowing like her in that moment, to me, what I felt was that she was the ultimate mother because she was concerned about the health of her baby and not knowing. This is scary. This is a scary thing. So we're still hearing at that time about the efficacy rates and like all of that. And so for her to be able to say, you know what? I'm nervous. I don't know that I know all of the answers, but what I know is that if there is anything that I can do to keep this baby safe, I'm going to do that. And she did. And so her pregnancy, the rest of it was fine. Obviously, the baby was delivered healthy, and her family are protected.